don't see a rock. Whoa, Link. Oh, there's the rock. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Come back here. Well, I can still do this. Oh god. Nope. Just gotta find the, yeah, there we go. Ooh, that looks like a mess down there. So Metroid, what are your thoughts on the new Metroid? It seems like it might be fun. Is it by the same devs who did Samus Returns, the remake? Yeah, if it is, I mean, I heard good things about that remake, although I haven't played it. So, hopefully. It's nice to know that they are actually advancing the plot past fusion, or just not stuck in a state of, and then we don't know what happens past fusion, question mark. Not sure how I feel about the suit colors, but that's a very minor nitpick. And just be happy that Samus is having cool space adventures again. Okay, maybe less cool and more very stressful for her, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I suppose. But in particular, like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about how Fusion, the colors were a little... Some of the suit colors were a little... Some of them are fine, but I feel like, I don't know, some of the color palettes are just kind of weird in that game. And I don't know if they're going to, if that's going to continue to be a thing. Hopefully not. Man, I never did finish Fusion. It's one of those ones that I played like a really long time ago and then I accidentally put it down and then never got back to it. So like a lot of games, but you know. Just stare wistfully at my Steam backlog. Does this lead to a hole? Yes, yes it does. Okay, hang on. Oh god, maybe this isn't so good to do while it's raining. Oh god. Did that go in? I don't think that went in. It went in. Help. Okay. Ah, slow again. Matt, you know what other Metroid game I haven't finished yet? Super Metroid. I got stuck on Mother Brain, if I recall. Which is really sad because that's the end of the game. I think I was playing it on Virtual Console at the time. So it might still be on my Wii, actually. Oh yeah, of course. You're welcome to join in the call anytime. Poke me on Discord.
Yo.
Yo.
Sorry, I switched from really, really low-key activities to somewhat more high-key activities in Destiny, and it makes it harder to alt-tab.
No, understandable. I'm sorry. How's Destiny going?
Good. There was a big dramatic reveal about stuff.
Ooh,
Stuff.
all that good stuff.
Oh, they made the good, let me tell you. No, but yeah, there's like seasonal stuff going on, and developments TM have been happening.
And Destiny 2's been running for a while, huh?
Yeah. D2 came out 4 years ago. And then D1 was 3 years before that. Yeah, October 2017 for D2. And 2014 was the D1 launch on PlayStation. Them exclusives.
Yeah. Ooh, shiny. God, I'm so filled to the brim with just materials at this point.
Big mood. God. You think inventory management in that game is bad? Let me tell you a thing about Destiny.
Oh no.
Like, literally, you said that as I was staring at a vault full of, like, 900 things.
Oh god. I mean, I feel like that's true for, like, any MMO, though.
The way they have done things for this game has made it such that it is kind of worse than a lot of MMOs that I've been exposed to. Because there's the drop rate for stuff that might be reasonably good, so you have to pay attention to it, is too high.
Where the heck did that last one go? Oh. Oh my god, it's fast. I guess my experiences are Ragnarok Online, which had the clunky kind of like Kafra system, which was just like a big old storage thing, not very organized. Yeah. And then like all the horror stories I hear from World of Warcraft from like Jenna.
Yeah.
Which, like, I read up on the whole weird thing with the base, like, backpack. They can't, like, change the capacity because it would fuck up, like, a ton of programming shit or something.
Yeah, they made weird assumptions, as it turns out.
Which is, like, I understand how that would happen, but it's really fucking funny.
Yeah. One of the biggest games ever made is stuck with this 20 cap backpack or whatever. But yeah, with Destiny, it's like, it's all one just giant dump that everything goes into, the vault. But it's shared across 3 characters.
Oh.
Which is nice, but you get so many things, and then you have to, like, keep so many things that it's just like, oh, okay. I'm playing all three characters and I'm trying to keep things for all three of those characters, suddenly I'm like desperate for more space constantly.
Mm-hmm. Part of the reason, like, a lot of, like, Jenna's storage woes is because she would keep things in case, like, she wanted to, like, transmog or something, if I recall it correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, they just literally, like, a month and a half ago added a transmog system to D2, which has helped somewhat because there is definitely, like, a fashion hunter angle on D2 endgame for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing a lot of boomy zoomies, I notice.
I wish I could. I wish I could. God.
Such a dumb technique. I love it.
With an incredibly also fitting dumb name.
Yeah, I don't think anybody calls him that but him, but I love that term, so I use it myself. Wait. Ah. Mm-hmm. New stuff in my Destiny mission.
It's more likely than you think.
Yeah. I turned the wrong way.
I'm really getting sick of these guys. I have so many bananas by now. You have 197 bananas. That's a lot of bananas.
Making a new Monkey Ball game, and I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah. Man, Monkey Ball's such a hard game though.
Yeah.
I should have swapped over to my teleport horse. Really?
That's such a sentence.
It is a valid sentence.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's just an incredibly video game sentence.
Yep. I shouldn't be wasting my hammer. Well, bye to those rupees, I guess. Man, the fact that the trailer had them going up in the sky made me think about Skyward Sword again. So
Oh, yeah.
started listening to the soundtrack.
Very good.
I know that game had issues, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the kind of painterly shaders they had in that game.
Yeah. For sure.
But how far away am I from there? Oh, it's not that bad. I'm gonna switch to my teleport horse. Yep, 742. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of Koroks. Ooh. I like how this particular NPC's dialogue was, but your horse isn't magic. If you're too far away, it won't hear you whistle. And I'm like, are you sure about that? I mean, technically the horse itself isn't magic, but the armor is.
Yeah, the bridle or whatever.
Like the one fear I have with this armor that was accidentally summoning my horse into some location, terrible location where he immediately falls off a cliff.
That's fair.
I love the horse riding music in this game.
It's very good. A lot of the music in this game is like really, really good. It's understated, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm definitely on team Breath of the Wild has really good music. And there's just like a whole lot of subtle nods to like older tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just ignore this jerk? I know I can like outrun most other enemies, but do Yiga members ever leave you alone?
I don't actually know. I feel like yes. I feel like I've just left one behind before, and it eventually despawned or something. I don't know.
Maybe
When I was on my horse.
Yeah, maybe if I could just get away far away enough.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the music stopped. I think he's gone. Oh man. I also recently did the horseback archery mini game that's near here.
Oh yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I managed to get a perfect score eventually, but it took a lot of tries.
Sure.
This game is still so pretty.
Indeed.
Yeah. Single brain cell squad now. Ooh, there's a ton of seagulls around here. So my compendium is missing 5 things. I'm so upset with myself because one of them is the bow of light. So
Ooh.
I must have forgotten to take a picture of it when I was playing, when I beat the game.
You can go beat it again, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you can just hop back in and you can get it done.
But for it to count, I assume I would need to actually finish the fight.
Sure.
And then 3 of them are the Lionel weapons that no longer show up.
Hmm. Yeah.
Which kind of sucked because I had no idea that was a thing that could happen.
Yeah.
And then the last one, annoyingly enough, is like a really early game weapon. I think it was like the Traveler's Spear.
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm sure there's some location where it's just sitting around, but... It is very funny that you just have to kind of stop mid-fight with Ganon to take a picture of your both.
Oh yeah.
Like real same vibe as taking a selfie with Ganondorf from Wind Waker.
Yes. They just kind of lean in on that one with all of the different bosses. What are the subform lights?
Oh, the
light
blights.
Ganons?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very silly.
Time to hop down to the beach. That guy looks vaguely suspicious. Oh right, there was just the active guardian down there. Ow. Sir, could you stop that? So shield parrying the laser takes a big chunk of durability, doesn't it? Whether you get it successfully or not?
Perfect parrying takes no durability.
Okay.
And perfect parrying is what actually, sends the laser back at them.
Right.
And that's why a pot lid can actually just keep you alive in the middle of Hyrule Field if you want it to. Because a pot lid is incredibly low durability, but as long as you don't miss.
As long as you're good.
Yeah. Just get good, obviously.
Obviously. Ooh, there's lots of beets.
Yeah, it's a dumb thing, but it's a thing.
Oh man, I haven't seen the Zalfos skeletons in a while. They're even more annoying. I'm just gonna steal their arrows. Okay, there's a Korok around here, but I can't find it. Oh, okay, fine. You want me to waste an arrow on you? Fine. They're jerks. Is there a balloon? Am I missing something? Oh, there's... okay. There's just a lot of Lizalfos in this area. I think low-key Lizalfos are one of the most annoying enemies in this game.
Yeah.
That better not be a... I'm still paranoid, even after all this time. Okay. I feel like one of the sillier barriers at the edge of the map has been cliffs where it's just like, nope, you can't climb these.
Is that the one at the north end?
I think basically like the left edge of the map. Like most of
yeah.
it. Like, let me take a look. Like this area here. You can see this very clear line where I could not go up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that hole.
Okay, it was with A. Just so I remember. Let me see if I can do this. Man, that Guardian is really just chilling, huh? It's not even moving. Ah, yes, that familiar sound. Got it!
Nice.
Or, wait, that was actually the guard. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, I got it. I always forget,
Daruk.
yeah, Daruk's shield does block that as well.
Yeah. A couple practices in before it counts, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm. It's bad when I keep wanting to call him Daruni.
I've been watching so much Zelda speedrunning stuff lately that I've been really wanting to just go play OOT.
It's been a very long time since I played Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I should get back at some point to doing Zelda Forever.
Oh, yeah.
It is pretty astounding. They keep managing to find things for that game even after all this time.
Freaking 4.5 hour long video of glitch exhibition. ZFG is just a whole thing.
I admire that sort of dedication to like a single game like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that kind of in-depth expertise is completely ridiculous. The funny thing is, like, he actually skipped at least one major glitch for time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't talk about get item manipulation, which is like that thing that was kind of supplanted by stale reference stuff, but was kind of how the enemy percent worked for a long time. That was the one where you just appear out of the water and suddenly have a different item than you're supposed to have.
Right.
It's such nonsense. I guess because it's been supplanted, he was like, yeah, this one's easy to skip and hard to explain.
Mm-hmm. Was that for like a hotfix or?
Yeah, that was a hotfix. I don't know if that's never happened before. Is like a term or like the name of a series that they're doing on hotfix. I haven't actually been watching hotfix regularly lately, but that was kind of what the stream was labeled on the overlay. Which is a really good name for a, like, demonstrating all of the different glitches we know about a game kind of a thing.
Honestly.
Although at the same time, I don't know how, like, I cannot think of a game that has half as much discovery, like, as far as, like, glitch discovery goes, as OOT.
Yeah.
It's just bonkers.
It really is. It's like as much as it's fun to hear and like I've tasted a little bit of speedrunning. I think I'm glad I didn't get too much into Ocarina of Time speedrunning. Just because it's a lot, and also I feel like it might have ruined the game for me a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's definitely a lot, that's for sure.
I have less qualms with Mario 64, clearly, but I'd like to try.
I mean,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
No, just I'd like to try running that on console sometime, but both of my N64 controller sticks are pretty wiggly.
Yeah.
I've heard you can replace, like they sell like replacements for those sticks.
Yeah. As long as you've got a Tri-Wing, I think it's pretty easy replacement. I think it has a has like a little connector that you have to disconnect. It's not like soldering. Although I might be mistaken on that.
I can, there's that one YouTube that I was watching with like console restorations. And they restored an N64 controller, so I can always peek at that for reference.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I got to do 16 star once on console at a PAX, which was fun. So weird. Just so incredibly weird.
I feel like maybe nowadays I'd feel more adventurous to try like owlless or canonless maybe.
Yeah. Unless setup seems reasonably approachable. Because it's a proper setup, there's no timing or judgment call really. You just have to learn exactly where to punch and flip and stuff.
Oh boy.
Green Demon Challenge.
Oh my god. I think I'll spare myself that.
Oh my god. Such nonsense.
I think I was in the middle of the Bowser in the Fire Sea one.
It's a good one.
But yeah, I think so far the most nonsense was shifting Sandlands.
Oh my god. The frickin' coins inside the pyramid. Good lord.
He's gonna poke me. Or that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Link. Hello. sword and the stoning it over here. Right. Ooh, rainbow. Hey, happy Pride Month.
Woo.
This is precarious. Okay. And I can't hold it. Nope. Duh. Oh, he saw me. Ow. So I think I have 4 shrines left. I think that's right. Whoa.
Sorry if that... Did that come through?
I think so, yeah.
Sorry about that.
No
I was
worries.
just turning off my AC. It's been so freaking hot up here. Good lord.
Yeah, it's been hot everywhere. LA's been getting hit by that heat wave.
Hmm.
So it's lucky I'm not there right now. But it's still pretty warm. Oh, hey, Martha. I'm trying to remember if Martha was a character from Twilight Princess or not.
I don't know. It sounds like a name they would use for
Cause
PP, but
there was the bartender lady in Twilight Princess. But I don't remember if her name was Martha or not.
Telma.
Telma, okay. Fortunately, my brain goes to Yu-Gi-Oh when I hear Martha nowadays. Oh.
Oh, right.
Owie.
Martha is the mermaid in Link's Awakening.
Oh. Huh.
She resides in Martha's Bay. Thus,
Ow.
Martha's
Ow.
Bay on the map.
Hey, get off that horse. Don't be like that. Okay. Well, that was rude. Wait. Okay, for some reason I thought these horses were smaller than usual. This is pretty cute. Time to summon horse. I love that. I forgot how dramatic it was to hit things on the top of a horse. Oh, go away. Wait, is that No, it's a soldier spirit. Gosh darn it.